Hello. Hopefully everyone can hear us and see us.
Hopefully.
I was going to say, were you staying quiet then? You're like,
I was...
Did it catch you by surprise?
I forgot what I was doing.
It's always a great start.
Oh, no. I can see the drinks.
I will not assume that everyone can hear and see us, but if you could tell us that you can hear and see us, that will be fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh, and Daft Cat Traveller said, yes, we can.
Yay.
Fantastic. So we're off to a good start. That's better than the last couple of ones.
Oh, no.
But before we get going,
Mm-hmm.
because I know you've been looking at it for a while.
I have.
Shall we try the cocktail?
Yes.
So this is a sweet-natured creation.
Okay.
It's based on a unknown recipe, but I've just added like chocolate
recipe.
Easter egg into it.
Oh, goodness.
So it's the chocolate Easter egg martini.
Lovely.
And the recipe is going along at the bottom now. But shall we give it a go?
I mean...
I'm so nervous about picking this up. It's so close to the top of the glass.
Oh, my.
So you've got vodka, Irish cream, chocolate all around the glass, and other stuff. And chocolate egg. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Or Easter egg day. That's not bad, is it? I'm waiting for your reaction here.
It's very chocolatey, but...
Really?
No, I mean, it's very... Is it vodka forward?
Yeah, there's a lot of vodka in there.
Mm. Okay.
You like that?
Yes.
Okay. Shall we say some highs to everyone now? Now we've got that bit out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Daft Cat Brewing, Daft Cat Travel here, because they told us that they could hear us.
Yes.
And we'll come back to some questions that I can see in a second.
Mm-hmm.
It just frozen on there for a second. Sorry. We've got Ken Goes Cruising.
Hi, Ken and Linzi.
Who said Happy Easter to all.
Happy Easter.
JCR in.
Hi, JCR.
We've got Monty and Paige joining us.
Hi, Monty and Paige.
They're heading out for an Easter brunch at a winery as soon as we've done with the live stream. Yeah, we're going back to the settee just there. You win.
Yes, well done.
We've got Stuart and Karen on from Martin Travel.
Hi, Stuart and Karen.
Joe and Jim.
Hi, Joe and Jim.
Good morning. Happy Easter. Coming in fine.
Yay.
We've got... let's have a look. Gail and Mike on from Sail with Gail and Mike.
Hi, Gail.
Say Happy Easter to everyone.
Happy Easter.
We've got plenty of people saying that they can hear us, which is fantastic.
Lovely.
John Paul.
Hi, John Paul.
We've got Maria in the house.
Hi, Maria.
Claire G.
Hi, Claire G.
I'll just do a couple more.
Okay.
And then we can
sort
of talk and then get on to questions.
And a drink.
And we've got Patrick as well.
Hi, Patrick.
And we might say some highs to people as they sort of jump in as we're going through.
Okay, I understand.
I honestly didn't know how many people had turned up for this today, with it being sort of Easter Sunday. Is there people out doing stuff or...
Watching the other side.
Or watching another YouTuber live.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you all. And Daft Cat have said that they're turbo with a martini glass to the point I normally ask them to put it in a straight glass.
I totally get that.
When I was carrying them through, I'm like, I'm going to spill this everywhere.
Yeah, it was not good. It was not good.
And Phil B. Travel says, hello, shipmates from Phil and Sarah.
Oh, hi, Phil B.
And JCR has said, and I'll go back to the question, Lindsay's dress matches the Easter egg behind you both. Was that intentional?
Kinda.
You gone with an Easter egg dress, dear?
I'm going Easter, yeah, no bonnet though.
No.
Oh, yes. Oh, Daft Cat, you're so right.
Yeah, we should have put these in bigger glasses. One, because we'd have got more in. Linzi from Kingo's Cruising had mentioned in the Facebook group earlier. She's like, it's fine, but the glasses are not big enough.
No.
And I'm kind of with Linzi and Daft Cat now that I should have just put them in a big gin glass. Although we may have been leg glass.
Or a tumbler with a lid.
I didn't have one of them. I did have gin glasses, though.
Okay.
So, any questions that you've got today about Princess? Obviously, some Princess in particular. Or about our upcoming Alaska cruise, which we're 63 days away from that, something like that. And we know some other people in the chat who might be excited as well.
Yep.
Or any other cruise or sweet-natured questions, please put them in.
Yes.
But we'll go back up to the top because I saw one right at the start.
Okay.
From Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Who said, were there many facilities not open yet?
Yes.
Well, yes and no. There was one area in particular that was essentially closed.
Which was the
Part 19.
Yes.
You could go use the hammock area and they had, well, it was part of Part 19.
Yes, but I mean, not to sign off a hammock is.
Well, yeah. But I mean, the you could go up there. The area wasn't closed.
No.
But you couldn't go on the sort of the climbing ropes. You couldn't go on the sea breeze, the glider.
No.
To go around.
No.
So that was the area that was most closed. From facilities not yet open yet, the arena was open because we went to a few shows in there, which is their big theatre.
Yeah.
And it is stunning.
Yes.
And when they've got the sort of big performance shows on in there, it'll be absolutely amazing because it can change shape.
Yeah, they can
massively.
Yes.
But there were no production shows on. So the facility was open, but there were no production shows. And then the dome, when we were in port, was closed most of the time. Because they were using it for rehearsal space for the Cirque du Soleil type show that they've got in there.
Yeah.
So it wasn't open, it wasn't ready, but they were using it as a proper rehearsal space when most people are off the ship, which, to be fair,
we
I didn't mind.
No.
When we were at sea, it were open.
Yes.
So I don't think, other than that, Spellbound, we went to in the preview.
It was half open.
The important bit was open. And Love by Brito was
the
only reason that wasn't open was because they were waiting on the art still arriving.
Yes, from the artwork. That's what they're waiting for.
Yeah.
So
most of it, all of the main facilities were open. I think it had been perhaps dramatised a little bit.
No, I don't think so.
No, but people saying loads of stuff's closed, and it wasn't.
A lot was closed. If you, for the entertainment wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The piazza was fully operational.
Yeah.
And that's a great space for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully that answers it.
Yes.
Just coming down to the next question in a second when I find it, because I have to go past the hellos. Not that I'm ignoring the hellos.
No, I know.
Yvonne says that she's desperate to try Sun or Celebrity, Apex or Ascent.
Oh, they're good.
If someone wanted to ask a question, say, which would you do next? I'm sure Lindsay would have an interesting answer for that one.
I would.
I'm not going to suggest that people want to ask that question, but they could. Ken saying, the trouble with martini glasses, they're not very big.
Yeah.
Now, whether that's Ken or Lindsay who's written that, I'm going to suggest that that's Lindsay who may have wrote that. But
it's going down.
Lynn, was the Sun Princess up to speed as per other ships?
I would say.
Well, it depends what Lynn
no.
means by up to speed.
Yes and no.
What do you mean?
I mean, entertainment-wise, no.
No, but that's only because it didn't have it. Better.
Yes. Yeah, bar-wise.
Bars, amazing.
Amazing, absolutely amazing.
I think it's my favourite ship for bars and cocktails. I know, controversial.
No, I think I'm with you. I think I'm with you.
Because I would have said Celebrity Apex before that.
I like a Cunard cocktail list as well, though.
Yeah. But would you put Sun Princess ahead on that as well?
They're amazing. And Virgin, but no, I like Sun Princess cocktails. Yeah.
Definitely top of mind.
Yeah.
Do you prefer Sun over Enchanted?
Yes.
Yes. It's the same as sort of going from sort of Celebrity, Solstice, or that
Eclipse.
type,
or
Eclipse, to go on to Celebrity Apex or Edge. It's that big a jump for them as well. It's not just an upgraded Enchanted or Sky. It's a different type of shape altogether.
But it's kept its soul. It's kept its princess
soul. It feels
soul.
like a princess shape.
It so feels like a princess
which
shape.
Is quite strange when it's so different.
And so new and so shiny and everything. But yeah, it's got the soul of a princess shape, but she's very glitzy.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, we definitely preferred her to that.
Yeah.
Maria says, how amazing were the cocktails in Spellbound?
Oh.
We tried 4.
Yes. Different 4 each, didn't we?
Yeah.
They were really
Which is
good.
impressive because we're only in there 2 hours.
But we kept the first cocktail when we got in with the blue stuff.
Colour changing.
Yes, but be careful putting your finger in the blue.
Why would you put your finger in the blue?
No, to put the blue, what was it?
Like candy floss.
Candy floss, yeah. A lady that was with us, she put a finger in and it came out blue.
Well, when that happened? Probably at the bar, I'm guessing.
Probably. And so you met with this drink that colour changes, and the way that it colour changes, you put your finger into
I just used the edge of my tongue and dropped it in, and that worked fine.
Well, ladies obviously do it different. And then after the event, I saw her in the bathroom, and she was like a Smurf. All her fingers were blue. So she had to, when I saw the next thing,
You've not told me about this before.
She'd use nail polish remover to get it off.
What, after the event?
She'd had to go back because the blue wouldn't go. And she had to use nail polish remover. So
Top tip?
That
should have made your tips video.
Oh, what about sticking your finger in blue candy?
Don't stick your finger in blue candy floss.
Yeah, but your tongue would have been blue.
It wasn't.
I don't think it was.
So, yeah. So how amazing were the cocktails in Spellbound? They were really amazing. It's because you get them all included within the price, and you can stay in that bar area as long as you want. So if you're in the early sitting,
you could really make a do of it, yes.
Yeah, which I think if you wanted to really make an impact at the cocktails in there, you couldn't just go in for your session, because you go in, then you got a little thing, then you got the show.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have enough time. The fact that we got through 4.
Yeah, it was pretty good going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were amazing. And you obviously can't get them anywhere else on the ship.
No.
And they wouldn't have the ability to make them either.
They talk about, artisanal cocktails and craft cocktails. These were just next level.
Yeah. And all with that sort of magical flair as well.
Yeah, they were fabulous.
We have got some footage of it, which we will show. We're going to do a Spellbound video at some point, which we're not going to give everything away on it because that would ruin it, but we'll give enough that you can see it. And
it's so magical. It's fabulous.
But you'll love it, Maria.
Yeah.
Question, did you try the main dining room? If so, how was the food?
We did.
We did, yeah. So we had breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Breakfast, but we kept breakfasting on, there was quite a few port days, but what they do now is an express breakfast menu. So you've got the choice of usual yogurt, cereals, that kind of thing.
Or a full English.
Or a cooked English or a cooked American breakfast.
And that's pretty much it.
That's it.
But that's an express for when it's a port day to get on and off. So you can still have something not go to the eatery. Yeah. I know it's a buffet, but it's not. And going there. The dining room's really 2 different things now, which if you've... Oh, you want to see a ship talk? Yeah, because it's not going to. So, plug for today's video. So, at 6:15 today is our full ship tour.
Oh, it's long then.
And it's over an hour. And we take you through the main dining rooms. And there's 3 dining rooms on deck 6, 7, and 8. Mm-hmm. 6 and 7 are essentially the same. Just one of them is if you've sort of set yourself set dining time.
Yes.
Deck 7 is essentially turn up one. Book it on the app, reserve it the day before. And then and they have standard main dining room menus that change every day.
Yeah.
Then deck 8 is the American diner version.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like an American diner. You go in and it still looks like a main dining room.
Yes.
But that's where whilst the food in there, I don't think is as good as the main dining room, certainly from dishes we had, the cocktail menu they have in there, going back to cocktails again,
were amazing.
Were absolutely phenomenal. And I got the chicken and waffles cocktail, which I thought were just going to taste kind of chicken and waffles. And no, it came with piece of chicken and 2 waffles stuck in the top.
A warm piece
and
of
then
chicken.
Everyone around us were then commenting on it and talking what's that? And I don't mean from like the table next to us, like tables, like 10, 15 tables were.
Yeah.
So the menu's absolutely fantastic in there for that. But food across all of Princess.
Yeah.
What did you think? So that I can have a drink.
Oh, you have a drink. Yes. I really enjoyed it. If only we'd have been on longer.
Yeah, I mean, that was downside because it was 5 nights.
I would have tried absolutely everything. But what we did have...
We didn't have a bad meal.
No, not at all.
We didn't have anything less than average, which I would describe the American one as average.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from. It just...
but
it
the other
didn't feel
ones were amazing.
Elevated. It was comfort food.
Yeah.
So if you've had a really...
And I think that's what they were going with. So, when I say average, it wasn't they were bad for what we got. It were real. I got the ribs and they were good
really
ribs.
Good, yeah.
So maybe I'm being a bit harsh.
Well, I think you are.
Yeah.
I think you are.
I'll have another drink. It'll make me better.
Everything will be wonderful then.
Ken says, did the medallion app work, as we've had good and bad experiences on different cruises?
It did work.
Perfectly.
Yeah, we had no issue. And
the tractor's down when we swapped tables after we'd ordered a drink.
Yes. Also,
and it worked perfectly.
Yeah. And also, as well, it's not that they haven't got waiting staff up night by the pools. So there's people checking on you as well as the ability to use the app.
Yeah, it wasn't just reliant on the app. There were people around every area.
Yeah,
so the wake area, the Seaview Terrace at the other side of the dome.
Yeah.
Sanctuary, obviously.
Yeah.
But
they weren't just reliant on that.
No, but it worked perfectly.
Yeah, it was like a hybrid one. So I think it works better that way.
Works really well.
Yeah.
Joe said, what was your favourite bar and specialty restaurant?
Oh, this is...
The bar one will depend what mood I'm in.
Oh.
We talk about it on today's video, don't we?
Yeah. For the start of the night, we liked Crooners.
Crooners were amazing. And it's never been my favourite on other Princess ships.
No.
Mainly because it's in that atrium area and there's just too much noise around it.
Yeah. But we like, I think, Good Spirits Bar as well. But that's off down its own little corridor now.
In its own room. It's not in an open space.
Yeah.
Good Spirits is fantastic. And because it's tucked away a little bit, it was nowhere near as busy as what it is when it used to be in the atrium area and the piazza area.
It also kind of became, we went late nights in there, our private members club. We had special guests such as Ilana. We had Sherry.
From Travel Tips. We had Mark and Elliot from
Cruising Gaze.
Yeah, we had Tom from Cruising with 4B.
It was like, it became a little private members club and we tried quite a few cocktails in there and shots.
Yeah.
Which
we persuaded other people to join in on the shots as well.
Yeah, it was fabulous.
Yeah, so I think bars, those two will be there. But in truth, all the bars that we went to were fantastic.
Yeah.
And because they've now got such diverse menus in each one.
Yeah.
And again, we're talking about the cocktails, Crooners cocktails were just absolutely amazing.
I'm going to have to have a drink now.
Second part of Joe's question was speciality restaurant.
Mm.
Now, obviously, we were only on there for 5 nights, so we didn't get to try them all.
No. It's different things for different moods, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the Kai Sushi is out in the atrium, very much like a P&O Iona ship, if you've been on one of those, that kind of counter.
And also like by 5 on.
Yeah.
On Celebrity.
That's exactly it, yeah.
But that's the best sushi restaurant I've ever been to.
It was incredible.
I mean, I almost said anywhere, but I've probably been to a better one on land, but I'm struggling to think where.
Yeah.
But
it was amazing.
Sea, just phenomenal.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's an omakase menu, so it's a set menu.
Yes.
Where they just keep bringing it. And we were in there for about 2 hours, which for a sushi restaurant is amazing.
Yeah.
And again, fantastic specialty cocktails in there.
Yes.
So I'm probably going to say Kai Sushi, but I enjoyed the Dario experience. Sabatini's were fantastic.
Was crazy.
It was, yeah. And I enjoyed Sabatini's and Crown Grill.
Yeah. So,
and from all accounts, from everyone who went there, the new teppanyaki, which is the first time they've had them on Princess, they've got them on loads of other ships. But they were doing things in a slightly different way on there, and everyone who I know who went to it said it were amazing.
And I'd like to try.
And they didn't just say it were good; everyone said it were amazing.
And I'd like to try hot pot as well next time.
Which is in the same restaurant.
But for our next Princess cruise, we're going to compare and contrast Sabatini's and Crown Grill to Sabatini's and Crown Grill on Sun Princess and just see how the menus have changed because they were slightly different.
Yeah, absolutely. Great question here.
Ooh.
Not that the others weren't great question, but as you're invited by Princess, do they expect certain things from you?
They have no editorial control.
We'd never signed anything.
Anything.
We've seen it from other people because this was the first time we've ever done a media one, so we can't really compare.
I admit, I did feel weird about it because I'm going to tell it like it is, and I'm like, oh, but
people, yeah. But I think because people always say, "Oh, it'll be an honest review," and I'll tell it like that. But that's all that we ever do. And it wasn't like we got on this and weren't trying to pay for it before.
No.
So
we had that kind of mindset.
But no, we didn't have to sign anything to say that we will do X many Instagrams or X many videos.
No, which is normally a thing.
We don't have to send them over the videos or anything in advance for editorial, which is good because today's video I was still editing at 1:00 today because it's quite a long one. So no, they don't expect anything from us. They want even a thing of make some videos.
No.
So, but obviously we're going to do. And we've still got a lot more to come from there as well.
Yeah.
Trina says, "Ooh, which ship will you do next time?"
Oh, so the next one we've got is Ruby Princess in June.
Yeah, for Alaska.
We're going to Alaska.
But she might have meant between Apex or...
Oh, yes.
Because with it having the ooh at the bit, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, yes, I think, sorry.
So, would you rather do Ascent or Beyond or Sun or Star?
I want to say Sun or Star.
Yeah, I would. And I loved Apex, and I would happily gone Beyond or Ascent. No problem
at all. It's amazing. It's like the best buffet for me.
On Apex?
Yeah. But the soul of Princess is still there. So you feel it's a lot more relaxed kind of...
Yeah, and I don't want to take that away from Apex because we just said how amazing that is. And that remains. I think what Princess have done with the Sphere class is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I think that's the one that everyone's going to want to get on.
Yes. Which means there'll be some great pricing on the other ones.
There'll be some, which is what we saw on other ships when that happened as well.
Yeah.
But there'll only be 2 of them by the end of next year. So, we might see the prices going up on it.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a supply and demand thing. I think right now the pricing on it's still good because it had the bad publicity around the initial launch of it.
Yes.
So, I would, for me, definitely I'd be going on Sun or Sphere. And we did ask them to cost up when we're on there. And we needed to double check some dates and stuff. So we didn't book it while we were on there.
No.
But it is, we will definitely go on Star for certain.
Yes.
And I suspect, we always say that we wouldn't do the same ship twice, but I suspect we will do Sun because 5 days wasn't enough. And we didn't get to see the proper shows.
Yeah.
And I feel that we've still a lot more to explore on that ship.
Yeah.
So whilst we won't produce all the same stuff for the channel, there's still stuff that I feel that we'd like to share with you.
Yeah.
So, Daft Cat is saying, looking forward to trying Virgin's cocktails in August. So we're, especially with the amount of bar tab that we've got.
I know. Yeah, they are so good. They are so good. I'm going to have to test them again to compare to Sun.
Well, that's it.
Because still in my mind.
It's a year since we were on there.
Yeah. Nearly. Yeah.
Well,
that gin and tonic at the dockhouse.
Oh, it's amazing.
With the cheese. Oh, I hope that's still on.
I would imagine it is.
I hope so.
It's like a dock favourite, isn't it? So I can't imagine it. And Trina says, "Oh, thanks for answering that."
You're very welcome.
Linzi, actually, this Linzi has a cup of tea at the moment.
Oh.
But I know that they were going heavy on the G&Ts on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So they may still be suffering a bit from that bit.
No, never.
Daft Cat said, did it take long to find your way about compared to a normal Princess layout, e.g. International Cafe in a totally different location?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the closest ship to Queen Mary 2 in respect of navigating that we've ever been on that's a modern ship.
Yeah.
It's
and we compared it loads of times to Queen Mary 2. And people looked at us a bit daft when we said it.
But you have to go. Sometimes you have to go up to go down.
There's big parts of it where you can't get from one end to the other.
You have to do a lot of stateroom corridors for the quickest route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not to say it's difficult to navigate. It's really not.
It doesn't. You won't. As soon as you step on board, it's not like usually you know everywhere.
No, we could get on, for instance, Sky Princess today, which we've never been on,
and kind of.
And I would be comfortable. I would know how to get to places, certain places,
the sanctuary, how we get to the enclave, that kind of thing.
Even by day 4, I was still having to stop and think how to get to Good Spirits Bar. So, and that were a more common area that we'd been to.
Yeah.
So it does take a little while. The International Cafe doesn't take that much longer because all you got to remember is go to the top of the piazza as opposed to the bottom. So that's not a big issue. But even down at the bottom, they've got the coffee currents area.
Which I don't remember seeing at all until we did our ship tour today.
So it sells coffees down there.
Yeah.
Like you used to better get an International Cafe, as well as it has a limited number of cakes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have all the stuff that International Cafe does.
And the sandwiches and things like that.
So there is still stuff you can get down there. Lynn says, was the ship full? And if so, did it feel like a lot of people? Great question.
It is. It was, but...
total capacity,
didn't, but there was a lot... Port days, the ship was near enough empty, I would say, on port days, until just after lunch, mid-afternoon. But it didn't feel, even on the sea day, when we were at the wake... what's it called?
The wake bar at the back?
No, the bit at the front.
Sea View Terrace?
Yes, that bit, near the
dome.
In front of the dome. That wasn't crazy busy. That had still a lot of sun loungers,
there
hot
were loads
tubs
of sun loungers.
Yeah, so I think...
They use the open space incredibly well.
I think people are then gravitating to where they usually go on a princess ship. And because they're not aware of... That would be the sanctuary part on...
Or maybe not going to it as
not
much.
going to, so no, it didn't feel as full.
No, they seem to have taken a leaf out of Royal Caribbean's sort of ship design in terms of moving people around and getting them to use different areas at different times. So you have to bear in mind, the arena was open when we were there and it were doing that, but it wasn't a main Broadway production. So when we went to the arena each time we went, I would say the theatre were maybe 2/3 full.
It could be, though, that the shows people were like, nah. They got used to just camping
the xylophone.
Out the xylophone.
The magical xylophone. Yeah. There genuinely was a xylophone guy.
Okay.
This next one kind of follows on a little bit from that. Simon says, one son next week.
Ooh.
Staying in a mini suite.
Wow.
Any advice with the ship's must-dos? Also, did ships seem busy and overcrowded? Struggle to get seats, etc. in Mars Plaza? So going back, we'll do it in reverse then.
Okay.
So, no, it didn't seem overcrowded. When there's a big show on at the piazza, because it's on 3 floors and 3 tiers, you do get a lot of people sitting into that area.
Yes, yeah.
But again, you could always see.
You could always see. And if you had a light, and you got a feel for it. So if you stood on the edge of crooners, you could take in what was going on with the show. If you were downstairs in the Bellini bar, you got a feel for the show. So you could still have a drink and enjoy it and then sort of dip in and out of it.
But we never struggled to get seats or anything.
No, not at all. No.
We never struggled to get a seat in a bar. The closest that we ever came to bar being overly busy were crooners pre-dinner.
Yes, that
really seemed busy. To be the sort of the pre-dinner
meet-up.
But each time we went in there, we timed it where as we were going in, someone were coming out.
Yeah, we were lucky.
So it was never that much of a problem in there.
But Princess Live, we always got seats.
Yeah, no problem at all.
O'Malley's, which was...
O'Malley's was probably the hardest to get into, albeit on St. Patrick's Day, which we were on there on the Sunday.
We didn't even attempt it.
No, we did go in later. We went in later at night.
Was that later at night?
But that was later at night.
Not during the day?
During the day, it was just rammed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But must-dos?
Must-dos. Oh, just, I would say chilling out in the dome. That's a lovely thing to do. We had, we're there on a Sunday. We had mimosas. Now they have a big screen that they show sort of destinations and things on. But I was just looking out the window at the clouds. It was beautiful.
I would say if you do like to relax, the sanctuary, and I wouldn't have said that on any of the other ones, and it depends on the weather.
Yes.
Check something like AccuWeather if you're going to have some nice weather, and especially if it's a port day, because it's cheaper to get in there.
Yeah.
The guy who runs it within there is called Mark.
He's lovely.
Just the most amazing guy.
C.
Yeah, Mark with a C. Just the most amazing guy. The staff in there phenomenal. And as an area to chill out, we went in there on one of the port days, and we were in there for about 6-7 hours.
And this is where there's a difference between a Celebrity Edge class ship and the Princess ship, in that they would serve us cocktails in plastic glasses in the hot tubs, whether we were in the sanctuary or we were in...
Yeah, absolutely.
They were quite happy to bring you drinks wherever you were. It wasn't an issue.
No, absolutely not. And I don't think when you're on Sam, I don't think Spellbound started yet.
I don't know. I think it's the 4th
no, it might be,
because
the 8th of April is the first.
Oh, tell us.
So if Spellbound's open, absolutely must do.
Yeah.
Because you'll have not been to like that on any other ship.
It was incredible.
And I do genuinely believe that people will go on that ship just for that.
To book it, just to book it.
Yeah. So if you can still get on that, do.
And it's available, yeah.
Sisters on the Seas.
Oh, hi.
I said just joined us, but they didn't. We're sort of 15 minutes behind, so they joined us 15 minutes ago.
Paul and Carol said,
Happy Easter. We're not that bad. We're not only still at 5 o'clock at this point. I am sort of getting through. Karen and Stuart said, even though you only on board Princess for a short time, as a Sphere class made it into your top 3.
Yes.
Where it is in the top 3, I'm not entirely sure, but it's definitely in top 3 ship classes now.
Yeah,
for sure. The Sun Princess has definitely made it into my top 3 cruises.
Yeah.
Again, whether I'd put it above one of the Virgin ones, Apex, Queen Mary 2.
I'm going to put it above Apex.
So where would you put it compared to... Obviously, we've not talked about this.
No.
Where would you put it compared to, like, Resilient Lady or Queen Mary 2? Because I know they're your other 2 favourites.
It depends what mood I'm in and where I'm going, I think. But I can't wait. I've been costing it again. I can't wait to get back on board.
The fact that we're even comparing it on a ship where not all the shows were on.
Yeah.
On it. We're only on it for 5 nights. And we're comparing it to Queen Mary 2 and Resilient Lady, which in 20 plus years of cruising are like our 2 favourite ships.
Yeah.
That probably gives you a clue as to where we rate this ship.
We loved it.
I enjoyed your latest podcast. Would you consider doing one on the pros and cons, large versus smaller cruise ships? What's your preference? That's already on our list to do.
And we need to do a small one, don't we?
The ultra luxury type.
Yeah, 3,500. Oh yeah, we're doing small.
We've done smaller ones.
We've done small. Yeah, not tiny, but we're going to do
not tiny.
You know what I mean. What I mean.
Yeah, we're definitely doing a podcast. We've got about 5 or 6 episode topics lined up.
You have, and then you tell me what we're talking about.
Yeah, normally like a few minutes before we start.
Yeah.
We're recording our next one tomorrow.
Yes, it's a bank holiday for us tomorrow.
So
yes,
it's already on the list. We'll definitely do it at some point within the next 2 months. That'll be out.
And thank you.
Maria said, "Did you use the infinite pool on the Wakeview tours? Thanks again for checking it out."
Oh, you're very welcome, Maria. And I don't know if we got in the water.
No, we didn't.
I touched the water.
Yeah, you did, and you went. It's a bit colder.
Jo from Go With Jo, she went in the water.
Tom went in from Cruising with 4Bs. Yeah. I saw it on his video today.
Yeah.
I just don't think we got a chance.
Why did we not get in that water?
We didn't go into the hot tubs at the back either.
No, because they're cute. They're quite small, I would say.
They're more like a Roman tub than a hot tub.
Yeah.
They're designed for 2 people, essentially. Yeah. But we saw loads of people in it, and nobody were going, it's freezing or anything like that.
No.
And it looked amazing.
And I feel that if it's somewhere warm, it's really warm, that will be the pool to just to chill out in, literally.
Yeah. The wake area, I was surprised that it wasn't busier than it was.
No, again, it's because it's not on the usual Princess ship.
No, and getting to it is not as straightforward.
No.
Because if you go on deck 8 to get to it, again, you'll see this on the ship tour tonight, to get to it directly from deck 8, you have to walk through the main dining room, which most people are not going to do.
No, so we talk about that in the
how to get through there. But it's absolutely fantastic at the back. Ken has said, don't forget to give Mark and Linzi a thumbs up.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you, Ken.
Whilst we're just doing a bit of sort of bits, it follows in, and
Ken, what have you done?
then I've done it on that point.
Okay.
So just very, very quickly, for anyone who doesn't know at the moment, we do have our own Facebook group.
We do.
Which is a really lovely community. We really do enjoy spending a lot of time on there. And just before starting today, we had 576 members. So if you've not joined us yet, please do consider joining us. It's lovely. Next up.
What?
Bookings for our group cruise.
Oh, my goodness.
Got to do the essential bits on here.
Karen are going to be pleased with you.
They'll be pleased that we're done. So bookings are still open because it's still a year and a bit until we go. I'll tell you what I was fascinated at today. I was showing it, and please do check this for yourself. The pricing that Stuart and Karen got for us through Martin Travel, which is fantastic, along with the low pricing. When we got it, was cheaper than them, but not massively cheaper, but we get all the benefits.
Yeah.
The pricing's gone up massively.
Yeah, so check that out.
Yeah, so...
Because we can't see, it might have gone up or down at some...
Yeah, at the moment, our prices are where they're on it. So if you're thinking about coming, please
it's a Royal Caribbean ship, and we haven't done Royal Caribbean for a while.
For ages, yeah.
And we might... we can't wait.
No, really excited about that. But we've got the Virgin one coming up first. Even more excited about that because that's sooner.
Yeah.
And then finally... and then we'll get back on to questions.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, well, if that one ever goes off. Just a reminder that we do have our Sweet Natured YouTube membership, where you get loads of bits and pieces, but also some exclusive videos like our nightcaps and postcards and birthday cards and other bits.
Yes.
And anything that sort of comes in from that goes directly. Squirrel. The squirrel. They don't go directly to the squirrel.
Which we talk about on Paul's podcast, our squirrel.
The squirrel, we do, yeah. But yeah, anything that comes in through the memberships goes directly to that. So if you would like to become a member, thank you. Yeah. And to all those that already are, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Right, that's enough shameless plugging.
Thank you.
And thank you, Ken, for...
Because it makes me feel really warm.
Why don't you have a drink?
We have a drink.
John Paul, did you have a Plus or Premier package when on board? If so, any thoughts on the value it provided? We had Premier.
We did have Premier.
We will be doing a Premier piece on it, but we'd done the Premier review before when we went on.
Yes.
And it's probably even better now.
Yeah, and I also like, no Whispering Angel in the Crown Grill.
You were going to say you like having some Whispering Angel. It was in other places, though.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Because I remember you and Elliot having a glass.
We did have a glass. Where was that? I can't remember.
I can't remember. It wasn't in there, though.
Oh, it was in Crooners, I think.
Sorry, I just realised I've not turned that bit off.
Oh, turn it off. It was Crooners when we...
Yeah, so you can get it in there. Yeah, I think Princess have a lot of times where the Plus package is included, or it's included for nearly nothing.
I don't think nearly nothing is.
No, they might charge like £20 a night or something.
But it's getting it
and
for
then
that.
The Premier package, they'll often have it where you can upgrade it very cheap, like Apex, like Celebrity do as well.
Yeah, I guess. He's keeping an eye on it. That's the thing.
Yeah, the fact that you get the drinks are all included. You get 2 speciality dining, and it's any of the speciality dining apart from Loved by Brito or Spellbound. So it's any of the other 2. Mm-hmm. You've got the drinks included in it. You got the Premier desserts. Not that I think you're going to have that many.
I want to meet the person who can do the unlimited Premier desserts.
They were really good though.
They were good, but
we had one in 5 days
to share.
You have the juices, you have the coffees, you have the photos. You can go into Alfredo's and O'Malley's as many times as you want. So when you look at it from that point of view, does it provide good value?
Yeah, I like the peace of mind it brings.
It's cheaper than both Royal Caribbean and Celebrity charge just for their drinks package alone, and you get a lot more for it.
Yeah.
So from our point of view, we wouldn't go. I don't think we would go on a Princess ship and not have.
We've booked it for our next one.
Yeah, we have.
We booked it for our next one.
Raymond may need to finish that sentence. Questions? Any thoughts on No thoughts on Raymond, but if you'd like to ask the rest of the question, that'd be great. I got it on here.
Okay.
It's further down.
Okay.
Any thoughts on MSC treatment and Ben and David?
This was weird.
Yeah.
We just, because you probably
it was weird in terms of what happened. So for anyone that doesn't know, which seems incredibly unlikely that they don't, Ben and David had been on MSC.
Mm-hmm.
World Europa. I want to say World Europa.
Yes, I think so, yeah.
And they'd been on there for about 4 days,
and they were really liking Yacht
They'd
Club.
been filming everywhere. Last time they'd been on MSC, they'd really slated it.
No, well, MSC Virtuoso was the issue with the filming again.
Yeah, but they also weren't enjoying it either.
No, but Yacht Club they really enjoyed.
They were absolutely loving it. And then for whatever reason, they were suddenly told to stop filming.
Now, they have said that somebody was like, there's absolutely no way I can appear on film that was in the Yacht Club. Who that person is has just caused more intrigue. But yeah, he's weird. But they're getting involved. They're doing this vloggers chat now.
Yeah.
And
I think MSC have turned it around quite well in terms of how they're now engaging with them. I think from a PR point of view, a disaster.
I mean, the amount of coverage it got.
Yeah.
And again, like they said, people do it, they share it. We've done it. Made me feel weird because they're like, oh, but
the irony is that their video of that, and obviously Ben and David, incredibly popular, but that video will have had far more views than it would have done if they'd just had a really positive review of the Yacht Club. So yeah, it didn't work out well for MSC. I think how it's now being handled I think Ben and David handled themselves really well on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that MSC have handled them well since, and how they're putting together a vloggers chart and what's it. But it was the whole piece of, well, you're not allowed to film in Yacht Club. It's like
take
everyone,
pictures.
Literally, forget about being a vlogger. Everyone pulls the camera out and is filming and taking pictures in there constantly.
Yeah.
Because it's such an incredible experience. You want to capture it, you want to do it. Everyone's putting things on Instagram. So someone saying, I can't ever be on social media, then sorry, you shouldn't be in a charter your own ship. You shouldn't be on there. But no, I don't think they did well with it, but I think Ben and David did extremely well. I'll be interested to see if they do go on another MSC show. Yeah. I suspect they will.
Well, we'll see. And if it happens again.
Dorothy said, was there a library on this ship, and do they have computers you can use? I never saw a library.
I don't think so. We did the ship tour, did we? No, I don't think there was a library, Dorothy.
And I don't remember there being
like a
computer room, like an internet
which
cafe.
Celebrity does have.
Yeah, they had tablets in quite a few areas.
Yeah.
But they were mainly used for like checking out future cruise bookings or excursions.
Yeah. So no, that's
I don't recall it.
No, that's very good.
Brits on a Ship are on there at the moment.
Yeah.
Message them on Instagram and ask them to check out for you. I'm sure Sandra and Chris will have a look at that.
Yeah.
But I never saw it, and I did the ship tour, so could have missed it though.
Yeah.
Joe said, thoughts on new international cafe setup compared to other ships?
Oh, you see, I like an international cafe when there's things going on in the piazza where there's, the cruise director comes out and there's shows and there's some sort of things going on. Having that little seat round international cafe makes you feel really involved, but there's not really the capacity there now because the shows and the entertainment space is much bigger.
You got a lot more seating.
You can't feel really part of it. But then they've got the auditorium seating.
I'd say the international cafe bit now, because you've also got right at the side of that the future cruise area.
Yes, which does get
has seating, so you can take from international cafe. We had breakfast there one morning.
We did,
but it does get quite busy in that bit.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot in there. But having said that, it's really close to the eatery, so you can pick something up there and go sit in the eatery.
Yeah, you just walk.
Like a minute's walk away.
Yeah,
it's not even that, 30 seconds.
You should be able to find a seat, yeah.
But yeah, we liked it. It was just as popular as any other international cafe. People quickly found out where it was.
Yes.
And the queue for coffee first thing in the morning
was quite
before
long.
People got off to port was as busy as any other international cafe.
Yeah.
How soon after boarding did you get your first cocktail, and what was it? Hours.
It was hours. I normally have it. We normally get into the room and then we go to a bar and we do as muster bits and then we get a drink.
Yeah. So normally we'll get on the ship.
Yeah.
Head to the room if we can get in at that point.
Yeah.
Film the cabin tour.
Do the muster things.
Do the muster piece.
Yeah.
And then we'll go get a drink. So we'll normally get a drink within
an hour.
Minutes.
Yeah.
Certainly within an hour.
Yeah.
On it. But we wanted to film the first impressions tour. Definitely. And we said, as we're walking around, we'll grab a drink. And sort of the first hour of us walking around, we did the areas where there were no bars up on Part 19 and the Sanctuary. There is a bar in the sanctuary.
There is, but we weren't in this. Well, I don't know.
And you wanted to get specifically a 24-carat gold margarita.
I did, yes.
And they didn't do them in the sanctuary.
No, they didn't. They had special ones in there.
We could have had other drinks before.
Yeah.
So it was about 2 hours, and it was a 24-carat gold margarita.
And it felt like the longest 2 hours.
Linzi has said, with your late evenings in good spirits, did you ever get refused a drink?
No, which I should have done.
But kind of.
Well, they brought us waters, didn't we? When we were about 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, and the subtlest brought us all over water bottles of water, and they said these are to help you with your hangovers in the morning, as they're clearing up at the other bit, which they were sort of saying, can you go now?
Yeah,
but they didn't.
No, they didn't.
And to be fair, they brought us shots about 10 minutes before that we didn't even ask for.
No.
So no, we never got.
No, we did ask for them. Somebody else had them, and we were like, "Excuse me,
can we have them?
What are they?"
And then they brought us over.
Yeah, and then it was fun.
So but that's Lindsay's reference to when we were in China.
I know.
And they were really busy, and they did stop serving.
They did, and we were like, "What?"
We never had that problem. JSL said, a possible podcast as a novice. I have no clue about the different classes of shift. Could you cover that too?
Oh,
that's a great idea.
Yes, thank you. Yes,
we will absolutely. So I didn't want to come up then.
Okay.
Daft Cat said, Martin Travel, when the booking's closed, was thinking about it, but need to work some stuff out first.
Oh, it's always the holidays. It's the dates.
I will let Stuart and Karen answer that.
Mm-hmm.
I would guess they're closed when either they say, can we have any spare rooms back? Or they've sold out.
Well, I think we've done the allocation, so it's what we can get now.
Yeah. Beth Hale. Have you ever tried Celestial?
Oh,
I'm thinking about Greece next year.
I've been looking at it.
We haven't tried them yet.
No, but I have been looking at it. I have been costing it. It looks great. Andy and Kirsty, they've got quite a few videos on it.
Yeah, they've done it fairly recently.
Yeah. So I keep looking at it, and it's same old for us. It's annual leave and cash.
Those two things are...
It's like everybody else.
Yeah. Elliot and Mark have just said, hi both. Sorry, we've been having Easter dinner with our family. Happy Easter. Can't wait to see you both again soon.
Oh my goodness. Yep. Honestly,
we've already been talking about you guys.
Your ears must have been burning. Goodness me.
So Mark and Elliot were on Some Princess with us, and it was great. We had a lot of late nights.
They came to our private members club, aka the
Good Spirits
Bar, and O'Malley's. Oh, and Princess. Oh, the karaoke. You were in the bathroom. You were in the. Oh.
Well, I'd watched most of the karaoke. I'm like, I just need to nip to a loo. Came back, and then they were like the world's worst rendition of Delilah. I'm like, oh my! I could hear it as I was walking back. I'm like, I've missed something special. So yeah, I did miss that, but hopefully we'll see you both again soon.
Oh my goodness!
Stuart and Karen said, drop them an email and they'll sort something.
Okay.
The first impression video was great. Lindsay was desperate for a cocktail.
Yeah, it felt wrong.
You were waiting that long?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did take us a while, didn't it?
It did, yeah. That's not happening again.
What, a first impression
I'll
video?
just get the drink first and then carry it with me.
You could do that.
I could do that.
That margarita glass went on its longest trip around the ship ever.
It did.
It was really appreciative. I was like, I've never seen this area before. It was a lot of fun to do that. Obviously, with it being, I don't think we'd do it on every ship.
No.
That sort of video. 'Cause if it's a ship that's been out for years, people know about it, and obviously we would as well.
It's nice.
But we genuinely enjoyed doing it. 'Cause we were getting to sort of see bits of places that we didn't know, and especially things like the sanctuary, that we then immediately went, right, we're booking this.
Yeah.
It would just...
Loved it.
Daft Cat had just said... managing to walk around with a margarita glass was impressive.
I did better with that than I would with that.
So yeah, I'd like to point out I was filming, so I didn't have the margarita glass.
But you finished
I finished mine. Yeah. But no. And we got Denise on. saying, so nice to see you. Happy Easter to you as well. Any other question you got, please do sort of keep them coming out. I'll just go back through and make sure I've not missed any, but I don't think I might have caught up on the questions at the moment.
Wow.
I'm just checking, which does give me enough time to get another quick drink.
I know, that's nice.
I'm really impressed how the chocolate in the glass
had frozen. I'm not sure if it's very attractive.
Well, it's chocolate lined.
Usually they have a swizzle.
Yeah, I decided to paint the glass.
But I don't know if I like that.
Oh. I won't do it like that next time. It's still tasty down there. So I'm just checking through. Please entertain.
Shall I open the egg?
Yeah, we haven't. I was going to say we haven't opened an egg, but I did and order a melt part of one down to make that. But yes. We've been very good so far. We haven't had it. We've got the eggs behind, so we may sample some this evening.
Yeah, I think we might do.
So I'm just checking through.
Oh, you check away. I mean, we maybe should have prepared something to talk about.
Nah, we don't need to prepare anything.
We do.
We're just talking.
Oh.
Here we go. We've got some other questions. People have took pity on us and sent us some questions over.
Oh, thank you for your question.
Doctor says, Crown Grill is one of our favourite restaurants. Was it as good on Sun as on other ships?
Oh, that is a very good question.
I think the venue...
It's beautiful.
I preferred.
Yeah.
Because historically they've been sat kind of next to a bar area, partitioned off, but...
There's been a little bar in front of the Crown Grill.
The one on Enchanted was very loud at the side of it.
Yeah, but I didn't mind that.
No, but I think as a date night type place, it's a nicer one. But food-wise, it were Crown Grill.
I'm trying to think. We had the black and blue soup.
Yeah,
which I always enjoy.
I had the lobster bisque, which were nice.
Yeah.
We both had the ribeye steaks.
I wish I regret having that.
It were massive, wasn't it?
It were huge. It was too big for me, and it was a late sitting, so that was.
Yeah, we didn't sit down till about 9 o'clock, did we?
No.
Which that's definitely late for us. But they're meant to have some special. Well, they're promoted beforehand.
Yeah.
That they're having some special dishes on there that are curated by Dario from Butcher's Block, but they weren't on the menus at all.
No.
So whether they're going to come on at some point or whether they just changed their mind and not having them, I don't know.
No.
But no, we thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yes, we did.
JC, I said, on your next cruise ship, bring a hip flask with a pre-mixed cocktail.
If I thought I could get it through security.
Yeah. Maria said, Tony and I are looking forward to meeting Barbie. She was so lovely, wasn't she?
Yes.
Barbie was one of the officers.
And was telling us what happens with the stairs and everything.
And the weddings.
We feature that in the ship tour, so we'll go down the stairs.
At the point that we were on there, they'd not done a wedding yet. They'd done a vow renewal, but they were still very much
Barbie's
in planning how they were doing things for both good weather and then if it were raining on the day, what
the
plan B is.
alternatives would be. Yeah.
But yeah, they're going to look after you fantastic on that.
Yes, absolutely.
Joe said, have you booked the Start inaugural or would you do any inaugural again?
We haven't.
Yet.
No.
So bearing in mind, Joe, we didn't book the inaugural originally. We'd booked the second cruise and we booked the second cruise quite a few times on different ships.
Yeah.
So all 3 of the Virgin ships we did on the second cruise.
Yes, we did.
And we've had no issues with that whatsoever. We've always tried not to book an inaugural because we know that things go wrong. Not talking about getting cancelled.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't stop us looking and costing it because we've been costing NCL Aqua.
Yeah.
But what's put me off from that is that the pricing includes, it's got all the free at sea malarkey going on with it. And it's like, this much for excursions. It's a straight across the transatlantic. Yeah. So the Yorkshirean is like, I don't think so. But I don't think it had put us off.
I would do an inaugural, but it's always been ones that we've tried to avoid the inaugural bit and gone maybe the second cruise.
One, yeah.
There were Gary's Bembridge's new video this week.
It was Saturday.
Were actually quite interesting.
It normally is.
No, but I meant in relation to this.
Yeah.
Because out of the last 10 cruise ships to launch, only 3 of them have sailed on the dates that they said they would. 7 of the inaugurals have been pushed back.
Yeah.
So I guess you pay your money, you take your chance.
And you've got to go in there like, actually, I might not get on this. And they might only tell me 3 days out.
Yeah.
Which you would never thought would have happened.
I might get on it and everything might not be running.
Yeah.
And it depends as to how much of that you're sort of willing to.
I guess it's like if you're happy with the price.
Yeah.
Is this price appropriate?
Linda said, was the cabin and bed comfortable?
Yeah, we love a princess bed. Well, you really love a princess bed.
Yeah, they are without doubt the comfiest main cabin beds. I'm sure that there's some in suites and stuff on other ships that are as good, if not better.
Yeah.
But the thread count on the bedding, the pillows, the actual bed itself.
You love a princess bed.
I do, yeah. They're perfect.
Yeah, I like Princess in the Pea.
I'm like Princess in the Pea. Oh, sorry, I skipped one over there. On Sun Princess, which cocktail blew you away?
The rose to look at, but it was a bit sweet for me. Yeah. So that's beautiful. It's a lovely photo op, I would feel.
Yeah, it's a good Instagram cocktail, isn't it?
Yeah. In respect
you like the Ferrero?
I like the Ferrero, but I liked one, and I cannot remember what it was called. That was in the it was green, and it was in the Sanctuary. And I cannot remember for the life of me.
It's one of their speciality ones. Yeah,
that was amazing. It was perfect. It was light. It was fresh. It was strong. The sun was out. The pool looked beautiful.
They were perfect cocktail. They're designed for that place. My favourite was the Houdini's Escape one in Spellbound.
In the chest.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Because I like a smoky cocktail.
Yeah, I know you do, yeah.
Jonah said, what's the weather like in UK October, November, considering a British Isles cruise during that time? Thoughts travelling from Canada?
Okay, so October can
still be really nice.
Can be lovely. November, it's on the turn, so it's heading.
You're generally going to find it's a bit cooler, and it's going to rain quite a bit.
And if there is sun, it's a cold sun. It's bright.
Yeah, you're going to be at
still need to wrap up
8, 9, 10 degrees. But I mean, said that this November just gone, it was still like 14, 15 degrees in parts of November.
I mean, and it'll be autumnal colours. It will look stunning. The clocks will have probably gone back. They've just come forward. They'll have gone back. So we'll have darker earlier, but it will be very autumnal. Yeah. So you'll need layers. But we've got sunshine today, but it's cold. But if it's sunny, it will be just that beautiful autumnal glow.
Yeah. Denise said, non-princess related question. Do you recommend staying in Southampton for 3 nights post-cruise? I'm doing transatlantic on NCL Getaway this May.
Oh.
Yeah. If you want to go somewhere. So Southampton itself is not that. I'm going to upset everyone from Southampton. But I'm going to say it's not really like a touristy.
No, you wouldn't go on holiday to Southampton.
But you could, if you're staying down there, you could get the ferry to the Isle of Wight, which is only half an hour.
You can go to Portsmouth. You can go to Bournemouth. You
can go up to London.
Yes, it's a good hub place to stay.
Yeah. If you're travelling over, Denise, I would say yes. If you can stay an extra 3 days, you can go see things like Stonehenge quite easily from there. It's a couple of hours. They do excursions up to it. So, yeah, definitely. Stay over a few more days.
Yeah.
JCR says, please tell me there's a Ken. I'm sure there was a Ken.
We didn't meet him.
Well, the Ken said there's one here. But yeah, we never met a Ken. But
no. He's sat at home in his double denim.
Yeah, I'm sure that there is. Trina said, you just reminded me about booking times for dinner. I love any time, but if it's not available at booking, can I change it on board?
I would, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They seemed pretty, you have to go up to deck 7, don't you?
Yeah.
For that sort of freestyle dining, but you can check what's available on the app at the time, and then deck 8 you can just rock up to.
Yeah, deck 8 you can rock up to any time.
Yeah.
But that's the American one.
Yes.
Deck 7 you go on the app to book it. But there were never a time when I looked at that where there weren't
slots
seating available.
Yeah.
So you should have no problem whatsoever.
Yeah.
I would have said.
Yes. Yeah.
I've seen that one. And Denise said, thank you. So we're coming up to the end of the hour, but we've still got something we have to do.
What's that?
So I have to just move the mic a second.
Oh, no. Oh, I forgot about this.
So we've got our traditional tacky prize draw from them. We need a word.
What word?
I don't know. So in the not in the comments in the chat, but in the comments of the video, where you can press like if you'd like to. If you put in, what word shall we have?
Oh, you've put me on the spot now.
Sunny.
Sunny.
Yeah.
Sunny.
Yeah.
Sunny.
So if you put in there sunny, if you'd like to win this gorgeous, I've hold it a little bit closer.
Gorgeous.
I'll go. Italia wheel magnet.
Yeah.
Which is very classy.
Our gifts, our prizes always are.
Yeah. There are some YouTubers out there who like to give you classy prizes and good value. We want to see it in there. But whilst I appreciate JCR jumping in there straight away with a sunny, if you can put it in the comments of it, because afterwards I won't see it in the chat.
It eats it.
But in the comments, I can pull it out from there.
Yeah.
We will draw that out for the next cruise, for the next live chat.
Which will be May.
The start of May.
Yeah. We'll be in London. Or we'll be back from London, won't we?
Yeah. Well, either way, we'll be doing it at the start of May.
Yes.
And we will say who's the winner, and that will get shipped to wherever it is. JCR, they've said blast. but to be fair, also Guy Scarlett tried as well.
Guy.
And he even used an emoji as well.
Oh.
So extra point for that. But pop it into the chat.
Yeah, we're very old school how we do the draw. We write all the names on pieces of paper, put them in a hat.
Pick it out in front of people and see where it goes.
Yes.
And that's bringing us up to the end of that. So just a couple of bits then. Just to finish off, in case you've got anything.
No.
We've got the ship tour at 6:15 today.
Yeah, it's a long one.
It's over an hour long, so grab yourself a drink and
pop to the bathroom.
Pop to the bathroom first. It is a good one. We enjoyed sort of chatting all the way through that. So hopefully you enjoy it and get to see a lot more of the ship. And then on Wednesday we've got episode 4 of the podcast. I won't spoil the topic yet because Lindsay don't know yet. And that's it. And then the next live stream is the first Sunday in May, which I can't remember what day that is.
I want to say
it's the 5th or the 6th.
Yeah, because we have to come back up, don't we?
We do, yeah. And that's it. So thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
These hours go so quick.
They do.
But we do.
I couldn't cope.
And we appreciate you all joining us on Easter. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Lindsay just trying to get in one sunny at the end there as well. Into the chat, please, Lindsay. No cheating. Sorry, into the comments, not the chat. Confusing everyone there.
Oh, no.
Have a lovely rest of your chocolate egg day and long weekend if you're in the UK. And we'll see you all soon.
See you. Bye.